New on Curiosity Stream.
With my infrared drone, I can see what others can't.
Drone pilot Doug Thron uses his bird's eye view for the ultimate good, saving animals from desperate situations around the globe. Join the rescue effort on a new season of Doug to the Rescue. And
You captured a Confederate steamboat?
We're taking the ship to freedom.
an enslaved crew, a stolen vessel, and a Civil War dash to salvation on impossible escapes. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
What's up? It's your boy, the Ted Smith. Thanks for listening to the Men's Room Daily Podcast. Want more? Check out the greatest podcast in all the land, The Podcast. Be sure to subscribe and listen to a brand new episode every Tuesday night.
99.9 KISW. We return to the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Right, a question, 206-421-ROCK. Hello, Neil. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Random.
Neil, welcome to the program. Random question. Let's see, what do we got for you here? All right. Okay, Neil. Where did you go to the bathroom, Neil, when you just could not hold it anymore?
Oh, man. Over the road truck driver on the Oklahoma Turnpike. Just leave a McDonald's rest area where they have it on the highway. Got that gurgly feeling in my belly. Had to do something. Pulled my truck over the side of the road. I'm squatting in between the tractor and the trailer. And I hear, boy, you ain't leaving that on my highway, are you?
Oh, no. You got to be kidding me.
Nope.
He pulled up behind you because you pulled over?
Yeah, I was on the side of the road, my four-way's on, and I had to go. And, there's a little area between the tractor and the trailer where you can squat down and, do your business. And I'm down there squatting down doing my business, and I look up, and all I hear is, boy, you ain't leaving that on my highway, are you? I said, no, sir.
What did you end up cleaning it up with?
Well, I was running a tanker, right? So you got a bucket on there, so I had to put in the bucket, and it was like, wow. Hope I don't have to do that again.
I'm assuming he watched you clean it up.
No, he actually took off. He was pretty cool about it. He just wanted to make sure I was all right. But he made sure that he knew that I wasn't going to leave that on that.
See, I don't think I would talk to someone when they're pooping. I mean, I will between the stalls every once in a while if I know them, but to randomly walk up and see someone and go like, hey, man, what's up? I just think I'd let them finish their business first.
I think it was a one-sided conversation.
Yeah, I don't guess you really have much to say back.
I don't think a cop saying that to you is the same as, just chatting up a random dude.
Dude, are you pooping?
Yeah, I was. And how you doing, Ted?
I'm not doing bad.
You know who this is, right?
I don't.
Neil. Can I get a ho-ho?
Oh, Neil, Santa. What's up, dude? How you been?
Oh, Neil, okay. Yeah.
All right, sorry, Neil.
Damn.
Give me a second.
All right, kids, just so you know, this is Santa Claus pooped on the side of the road, man. That is Santa. Neil, you still got the bar going or what?
Well, yeah, my brother took it over after my wife passed.
Okay, all right, well, that's cool. So can you still go in there and get yourself a free beer?
Every once in a while.
All right, nice. All right. Do you think we can go in there and get a free beer?
Oh, anytime.
All right. Man, Santa pooping on the side of the roof.
That makes more sense, though. Now that I have a visual,
Would you rather poop on your roof? No. That's what I'm saying. If you're Santa Claus, right, there's no way you don't have to pull over occasionally and you're busy 24 hours, right? You think Santa would be a roof pooper knowing that you're not going to see it's on the roof, or would Santa be better off using your bushes?
Oh, Santa poops on the roof.
You think so?
Yeah.
I agree.
Because, no, you're right. Nobody's going up there.
No one's looking up to see
It's wintertime.
They're not going to know.
It's some time of rain or snow will show up in the next month or two. It'll be gone.
If you ever want to convince your kids that Santa's real, man, take a dump on your own roof and then pull them out the next morning. Climb up there and be like, yep, Santa made a pit stop.
That would be funny to see your neighbor. I'm saying anybody. You just look out there. It's Christmas Eve. Like, hey, Bill, what are you doing up there? I'm trying to make it real.
For the kids.
I'm crapping on my own roof.
Stop looking at me, weirdo. Now, Steve, you might have to...
Why don't you love your children? Poop on your roof.
Steve, you might have to...
I will poop on my neighbor's roof to help him out.
Right?
I don't know if I understand the story the whole way through. But, okay, so Boston Transit Agency really wants you to hold it on the elevator.
Yeah, there's subways. Apparently, people are peeing all the time in the elevator.
Okay, I was wondering where this was. I didn't know if this was like in the T or...
No, their subway system, apparently... and look, man, I don't care what city you are. If you have a subway system... Anytime I get on with the light rail here, when you go down the tunnel, you always smell pee. You don't know if it's on the stairs, on the escalator, in the corner, but obviously someone is peeing. In Baltimore, if I got on the subway...
That's different. I've never smelled it like at the University
pee.
Place terminal.
Really?
Never. I don't think
I have, man, for sure.
I take the light rail a lot on the weekends. You smell pee all the time.
Do you really?
Yes.
Huh.
Dude, people pee. I don't know what
I mean,
it
I can
is.
smell it in Fremont anytime I want.
Right.
But
no, people, if you got
I didn't
mass
know that.
transit...
Okay.
Like I said, one of our coworkers, we were outside smoking. This was last week. And we're going on about the weather, and she's like, I actually used my umbrella today. And I said, that is very un-Seattle of it. She goes, look, man, I did not originally plan on using my umbrella. I was just going to throw it on my hood, but the bus shelter I normally stand at, someone had defecated in there, so I'm not going to stand out in the rain. She's like, I don't stand in the rain. I said, okay.
Story says you're in trouble no more. The Massachusetts Bay Transportation Authority hopes with a new program to tackle public urination in system elevators with technology. The MBTA services Boston and surrounding area. They're launching a pilot program this summer in which urine detection sensors will be placed in 4 downtown elevators. The sensors alert transit ambassadors who can dispatch a cleaning crew, according to the Boston Herald. The sensors on the ceiling of the elevator have an attached fan, which allows them to suck in air and basically smell what is present. According to a spokesperson, data will be collected for several months before the agency makes a decision about whether to implement the program by the year's end. It's not a new concept. I guess nearly a decade ago, the Metropolitan Atlanta Rapid Transit Authority, they launched a program that triggered strobe lights, alarms, and alerts police when urine was detected in the elevator.
Damn.
The elevators were then inoperable until the cleaning. That program, deemed a success, was eventually expanded. So now the MBTA hopes the program helps alleviate their problem. We want to make sure that our riders feel comfortable riding in elevators, and that in some cases, when people do use the elevator at a restroom, it can damage the elevator and can make it unsanitary or render it unusable. So either way.
You ever pee in an elevator?
Never.
Never peed in an elevator.
Never even thought about it.
I peed down the... I had to go and pee down the stairs and place it. I'm waiting for my elevator to get me up to my apartment at the time. It's just not getting there fast enough. I got my hands cupped over my D. I'm doing a little kid dance. It's that bad. I realized the elevator's not going to get there in time. This was in Belltown. So right next to it is a little doorway to go up. I ran on the stairs, and I didn't do it to be mean. I did it because I really, well, you refuse to pee your pants. I mean, that's what it comes down to. So opened it up, let it rip. Did not realize that they're like cast iron, wrought iron, whatever. And they're all like kind of perforated. So I could hear my pee dropping down to the 4th level of the parking garage that was directly below me. And I felt real bad. And I kept waiting for the front desk person to have seen me on camera or something, but it was never mentioned.
Yeah, I don't know that I've ever peed in an elevator. Same thing. A stairwell once at a hotel, just because I had to go.
You're not peeing your pants.
And like I was the last one up, so whoever was in the room wasn't answering the door, and I was like, I got to go.
Right. I've peed in the parking garage at the SeaTac airport.
You peed there?
Yeah, I just went around a pillar real quick because it was just I had to go. Mm-hmm. I was in a line where it's not moving, and even though people were really just there to drop people off, I could not get the car close enough to the parking garage to go in the parking garage. So by the time I get there, I'm just screaming.
Sure.
So I just popped around the pillar and used the bathroom up there.
Somebody here says, I had to pee in my car at Lumenfield Garage. I looked up. There was a lady in the car right next to me. She was higher up than me. How embarrassing. That happened. Someone else says, went to New York City with my husband when we lived in Saratoga Springs.
Oh, that's lovely.
The subway system there, it's like a public bathroom. Reeked of pee and saw no less than 2 logs in different cars.
Yeah,
it is amazing where people are willing to put, like, pee, I get, man. But the poop sometimes, like, look, if it's diarrhea, it is understood. Like, diarrhea is what it is, right? It's uncomfortable in addition to being liquid. Mm-hmm. I get it if you had to let it spray. But walking through downtown Seattle, I'm like, you didn't have to go bad. You just had to poop. And you decided that right here is the place to do it.
Saratoga's, they're known for the racetrack, right?
I believe so,
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Saratoga, I mean, it's only open 1 month of the year.
The racetrack?
Yeah, in Saratoga.
Huh.
It's literally open for the month of August. It's like one of the best tracks. It's old. It's like super crazy. Like all the top jockeys, owners, all their horses are there. And there's like restaurants in that town that are open for about a month or a month and a half. That's it. They make
their money, right? Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah,
Random.
I know the Grateful Dead used to play there all the time.
Random.
Well, if you go, just you got to make sure the spring. There's actual spring there. You got to take a drink of the water. It's good luck.
I don't trust that, man.
Why not?
I don't know.
New York water.
I just feel like something bad's going to happen to my pants later, dude.
Have you ever been?
No.
Well, then you got to drink the water.
See, and again, this is what I said last week. When my friends tell me to do something, I don't trust them. Would you do it? Because I would say,
look,
if I knew it caused dysentery, I'd be like, oh, dude, drink a glass of water.
It won't make you sick. It's from a natural spring. There's like a specific, like little, I don't know, like a well or whatever.
All right.
And you'll see people knocking it back for good luck and stuff.
Yeah, I'm not doing it, man.
It doesn't. Yeah, I don't want to give away the secret.
Well, what do you mean?
The secret.
Well, the
Yes.
secret to the spring?
Well, that's kind of the secret if you've been. Like, if I went with you guys, I'd be like, you got to drink the water, man. It's good luck. And there's nothing wrong with it, but it smells and tastes like S.
Oh, God, no.
But then you'll see other people who really think it's good luck, and they just slam it back. But it's kind of like a joke. The first time you go with somebody, you're like, "Oh, Miles, come on, man, it's good luck. Get a little drink of the water."
You really got to believe in luck to be like, man, this water smells literally like S. I'm going to drink this.
And I don't know, I've never eaten poop, so I don't know how to describe something tasting like poop, but it does.
Okay. Hello, Matthew. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola! Matthew, welcome to the program. Random question. Okay, let's see here. All right. Here's an interesting one. Matthew, do you keep your cell phone on loud, vibrate, or silent?
I guess it'd be loud, huh? I just have it do its ring.
Oh, so you have a ring.
Ring.
Do you keep the ring on all the time?
Yes.
And do you have a specific ringtone, or did you just take one of the ones they offer?
I just took one of the ones they offered.
All right.
I went with the original, the original phone ring.
I had that for a while.
Bling, bling.
Mm-hmm. I used to coordinate it early on in the cell phone game, right, where it's still interesting and fun and all that, and I'd have different rings for different people, based on how. Now, my phone's on silent all the time. Whatever the default thing is they put in there, I'm like, good enough.
I used to have duck quacks, Ted.
You did. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, 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 quack. Quack, quack, but you don't take your phone with you. You leave it on whatever, right. So it's like, you're like, isn't this funny? Like, no, it's just annoying.
Right. I've been on silent mode for 5 years.
You don't go, so I keep mine almost always on vibrate.
I'm on silent mode, yeah.
And then at a certain point in the evening, I turn it on silent and just charge it.
Mine's always quiet. I mean, inevitably, you're going to check your phone, once every 30 minutes, once an hour. And if I see you called, I probably won't call you back. But if you send a text, I'll text you back.
I just don't want the phone to dictate me. I'd rather dictate the phone. Like, I want to look at the phone. Oh, I missed a message. I'll call somebody back. Instead of me, constantly running back to pick it up or whatever the deal is, I'd rather, I'll get to you.
Do people call people more now with stuff? Before cell phones, you just had the landline phone, right? When your phone rang 12 times a day, maybe it seems. And it was always someone you knew, even though it wasn't necessarily for you. It was someone you did know. Now I feel like with cell phones, I'm like, why in the hell do I get so many calls a day?
Here's my thing. Well, yeah, most of them are spam. My issue is if I'm texting somebody and we're making plans, if we've gone 3 or 4 texts, right, then I'm just going to go, all right, what's up, dude? What are we doing?
I started my wife last week. She sent me a text for something I need to know about what's going on at the house. I responded. Then her 3 dots pop up. So I just called her and said, man, before we go down this rabbit hole, it's going to take 20 minutes.
Right.
And in 2 minutes, we had the full conversation. There we go.
I'd sometimes I'd much rather do that. Yeah. I do know for a fact I've never got a voicemail from anyone under the age of 50.
Yeah, if it's not an emergency,
Other than maybe like my dentist calling to remind me.
Well, sure.
Something like that. So if it's a doctor's appointment, they will leave a message. Or, hey, your car's ready at the dealership, whatever the deal is. Other than that, I've never gotten a voice message from anybody that wasn't significantly older than I am. But I'm also one of those people who will call my kids and leave a voice message every single time if I can.
But I feel like when you're a parent, you end up doing parent things.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just doing part of the reason is because your kid won't necessarily call your ass back, right? That's how kids are. It's just like I was when I was a kid. So it's like, I'm going to leave this message. That way I just know you got it.
Right, sure. They say if you're out and about, everyone knows if you keep your phone on loud rather than vibrate or silent, everyone, and yes, everything, believes that that's strictly a boomer thing. A new poll asked people if they typically keep their phone on loud, vibrate, or silent. 43% said they keep the sound on. 27% said they vibrate, and 25% said silent. When you break that down by age, older people are far more likely to keep the sound on. So 65% of those 65 and older keep the sound on.
Really?
That percentage goes down by age. Only 20% of 18 to 24-year-olds keep the sound on. It should be noted, though, if you are 65 years old, more than likely you're getting close to retirement, or you might be retired. Mm-hmm. You're not at work. You're not at your job or whatever, and it just seems like you're probably just waiting for the phone to ring to talk to somebody. Right. Lonely and bored and everything else.
I mean, the only time, maybe if it's like a Saturday afternoon and I'm just kind of like cleaning up, like I might put it on, like the volume up at that point. But it is rare that I have my ringer actually on.
Yeah, it's always all the way down. I was hitting no tone. I go through the whole thing when I first get a phone. Get rid of all tone. I don't care if it's text. I don't care if it's email. I don't care if it's the ringer. Whatever the no sound is, that is what I want. That way, if I forget to turn my phone down, I still don't have to hear it. Although, I will say, right, so there are a couple of exceptions to this when it's on silent. If there's like an Amber Alert, your phone still makes noise.
Still makes noise, yeah.
I get that. That's fine. That is something important. That is something hopefully the public can help you with. But Apple, because I have an iPhone, so Apple every once in a while sends out like an Apple News update. Yeah. And it's nothing. I mean, it's always a nothing burger. That can also break through the everything I have on my phone is silent. And I'll do the ding, and I pull it up, and it's like Apple News Spotlight. Blah, blah, blah. That doesn't mean anything to you. Hello, Eric. Welcome to the men's room.
Boo, bitches.
Boo!
Eric, welcome to the program. Random question. Let's see here. All right, Eric, we'll keep it short and sweet. Do you sleep with someone?
Yes, sir, I do.
How long have you been sleeping with someone?
Oh, man, that's...
How many years?
4 years consistently, because she was in college the other 4.
Okay. All right. Would you say that she snores, kicks, or hogs the bed?
I have woken up with some bruises on me, so I'd say kicked.
She has any idea that she's pretty rough when she's asleep?
Oh, she tells me sleep her versus awake her are two different people, so I can't talk about that.
Okay. Well, do you enjoy her company? I mean, do you enjoy sleeping with her, or is it more of a chore? Would you honestly rather be sleeping in your own bed?
Yes and no. It's definitely nice to cuddle, but the night you get your butt kicked, you don't feel that great.
No, you're 100% right. Like, if there's someone that you sleep with in your bed, there's the comfort of them being there, right?
Yep.
But then they're like, hey, we're doing a girls' weekend, and now I am just like spread out on the bed. Like, this is awesome.
Reason we ask you to sleep with someone, believe it or not, a new study out of the University of Arizona found adults tend to sleep better together than they do apart. All right. Benefits include less insomnia, more minutes spent sleeping, and we also fall asleep apparently faster.
Huh.
People who sleep in the same bed with a significant other also have less stress, anxiety, and depression. That does not hold true for letting your kids sleep in your bed with you.
No.
People who let their kids sleep in their bed sleep worse, and they have more overall stress and are tired.
Because when the kids at a certain age feel the need to be in bed, it's because they are stressed. And then you don't sleep. And then they mouth breathe on your pillow and drool and make your pillow wet. Not that it's happened to me.
More of the random question coming up, 206-421-ROCK.
New on Curiosity Stream.
From time to time, we have collisions between asteroids and the Earth.
We track them. We study them. We hope the big one never comes. Don't look up. It's Asteroid Rush. And alligators. They rarely get sick. They even outlasted the dinosaurs. Could they hold the secret to human longevity?
Their blood could have antibacterial applications.
Wade into the investigation on immortal alligators. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
Bro, gnarly. What's up, Taylor? Dude, that nerd in his electric hybrid totally blew the light while texting his yuppie friends.
That's so bogus, bro. Are you hurt?
Yeah, like I can't move my hips, bro. I think I broke my pelvis, man. Dude, no way.
Taylor, you need to drop a dime and talk with the lawyers at the Advocates Law Firm.
No way, can't afford that, bro. Your crotch is broken, man, and they don't earn any money unless they win your case. Dude, no way. You get injured, the advocates get results. Contact me today at advocateslaw.com.
99.9 KISW. The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill.
Your guess is as good as mine. Cut up our categories: the most fun states and Will Ferrell movies. We'll do a little Your Guess is as good as mine right after emails on our random question. 206-421-ROCK.
Random.
Hello, Ryan. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Random.
Oh, it would help if I pulled you up there. Hello, Ryan. Welcome to the Men's Room. Hola.
Ryan, welcome to the program. Random question. Okay. Ryan, let's do this one. Where did your pet come from, or where did they end up?
I have a pet hedgehog at home that I got from a friend out of Goldendale. And if I let him out of his play area, he goes adventuring all over the house. So I kind of have a little hamster ball that I put him in, but he is kind of chunky. Like I had to get, I don't know if you guys know the sizes of the wheels. He has a 12-inch wheel that he has to run on every day.
Is this like the vet telling you, like, you need a bigger wheel for Fat Boy?
No, he constantly eats, and I want to build him a bigger setup, but I have so many ideas that I haven't really gotten around to him yet.
Sounds to me like he's not using the big wheel.
Oh, no, he runs on that damn thing all night. We used to have him on a timed light where it would come on during the day, so he'd have a day and night cycle, and I actually had to switch it to where it's daytime when we're sleeping because they're nocturnal, so it's nighttime when we're awake, so we don't have to be kept up all night by it.
So a couple of questions about the pet hedgehog. One, did you ask for a hedgehog, or did somebody say, yo, Ryan, you want a pet hedgehog?
Oh, I've loved hedgehogs ever since I was little, playing the Sonic the Hedgehog games on the Sega Genesis back in the 90s, and finally got my opportunity. I had one from a friend a couple years back. I had to get rid of it because my dog thought it was a cute toy, and I didn't feel like paying the vet bill for the dog to get its mouth fixed and the hedgehog to get off scot-free.
And how long does your average pet hedgehog live?
They can average between 5 to 7 years. They don't have a particularly long lifespan, but they are incredibly fun creatures.
Are those quills on the back of a hedgehog, like they could poke you?
Yes, they can. Think of it like this, though. It's not a single point that's going into your hand. It's like laying on a bed of nails or stepping on a single nail as opposed to stepping on, like, multiple nails. Cause it kind of distributes evenly. Like, it'll hurt for a little bit, but it's more of like an itchy feeling.
All right. And do they stink or anything like that? I mean, do you bathe the hedgehog?
I do. I bathe him quite frequently. I try to bathe him at least once every other week or so. I know I need to keep up a little bit more than that. But for the most part, they keep themselves fairly clean. But they don't have a big smell, but at the same time, if you walk into a house and you're not used to it, you'll definitely notice it.
All right, and are they playful? Are they loyal? Does it recognize you?
Yeah, like when you come in the house, it's like, oh, thank God you're home, Dad.
They can be very playful, but they also can tell if you're being skittish around them. So if you put your hand into their enclosure, they can sense if you're kind of hesitant to touch them, and they will stay curled up in a ball, and they'll kind of make little huffing noises, and they'll keep their quills up. But if you're confident in yourself, just pick it up with some bedding, roll the bedding, or roll them back and forth between your hands until the bedding's all gone, and let them smell you, and they get used to your smell. So if you get them used to that, then they're golden. Are they like amazing?
Are there? And I honestly don't know. So I know in England they're like squirrels. I mean, they are all over the place. But are any of them native to North America?
I'm actually not sure. As far as I know, they are not. But over in the UK, they're wild. But here, not so much. Actually, my wife had a coworker who, when she heard I was getting a hedgehog, she goes, "Ew, why are you getting a rodent? Those things are pests where I come from." And the coworker was from Germany, so.
Yeah, I was going to say, in Europe, they're not quite as, because again, they're like squirrels. They're everywhere. And somebody here wants to know, did you name the hedgehog Ron Jeremy?
No, I did not. No, his name is Master Gracie. It's a character from the Haunted Mansion attraction at Disneyland.
Okay.
All right. Mm-hmm. I wonder why Ron Jeremy's nickname is the hedgehog.
I don't know.
Is it the hairiness, or is it
the hairing? I mean, I don't know that hedgehogs are known for. So
you're saying they're all over Europe?
At least in England. So when I was in York, England, not London, but in York, where a little more obscure, everyone there, not everyone hated them. It's not like that. They're not quite as annoying, I guess, as squirrels. But I mean,
they were on the streets.
They're everywhere. Like if you're sitting in someone's kitchen and look out the window, just like you would see a squirrel in anyone's yard. Mm-hmm. There's a hedgehog.
Can you go out and pick the hedgehog up? Or are they docile?
I mean, that's what he was just saying. I guess if you pick it up correctly, it's okay. But if it senses they're scared or whatever, it curls up in a ball and doesn't talk to you. Right. I think I dated a hedgehog once. That's what he was describing that. I'm like, that's all I could think.
Sounds like an ex.
Yeah, it curls up in a ball, doesn't talk, and it's mean.
Gets used to your smell.
Yeah, just me.
Raise we asked, where did your pet come from, or where did they end up like Sunshine? Who ended up at my neighbor's house?
In hell.
Yeah, no, Sunshine, the neighbor stole my dog. I was, and
then I went to hell.
You can't steal a dog that doesn't want to live in its home.
Here's what happened.
You can't steal a dog that left its home and actively walked to yours.
I am, like your parents always tell you, like, this summer you got to get a job. You got to do this, you got to do that. So I did that. I got a job. It was at a scout camp. So I was gone for 2 months in the summer, teaching kids, life-saving, rowing, canoeing, all that crap, right?
All that life-saving crap.
I'm gone. I'm not at home. So even on the weekends, I was there. So the first time I left to take a summer job, by the time I got back, my dog was gone. Because I was the only one who really took care of the dog. And my mom and my stepfather didn't care about the dog. So they just the hell with it. Let the dog go, man.
So you're at a camp teaching responsibility, yet you weren't responsible enough to keep your own dog.
I gave
Is there a merit badge for that?
Look, you guys need to take care of my dog while I'm gone.
Sure.
To do that. That's fine. That's all it was. They didn't. So I lost my dog to the neighbors.
Sure, that's what it was.
You don't have the best,
I raised that dog, man.
That's probably why it's like, he's not here. This is my chance to escape.
Yeah.
I'm out.
They let me inside the house.
All the things, all the things I was not allowed to do. Seriously, just drove me nuts. Reason we asked, where did your pet come from, or where did they end up? A dog was safely removed from inside of the gorilla enclosure at the San Diego Zoo Safari Park on Sunday. Scary moment was captured on camera by CBS 8 viewers during...
Scary for who?
Visiting the park. After entering the enclosure, the shepherd was quickly spotted by a gorilla inside the exhibit. A woman told her family that the family noticed the dog running around distressed as the gorilla began to chase it around the enclosure. What do you think the gorilla would have done if it got its hands on the dog?
Ripped it apart.
Seriously?
Yes. My question is, dogs have this sense of smell. You smelled a gorilla and decided that's the place I want to be.
You don't think the gorilla would just be like interested, curious?
I think after the gorilla rips it apart, then to be curious what it is it just killed.
I thought gorillas just ate like nuts and stuff and berries.
They do. They won't eat the dog.
Oh, they'll kill the dog.
It would kill you. It will not eat you. It has no interest in eating you.
You think the gorilla would kill me?
Yes.
You do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I absolutely
Quickly.
do.
Why?
Faster than the rest of us. I don't know. I think the gorilla would single you out.
It doesn't know who you are, and he's just going to be like, what is this dude?
Why are you here?
I just wonder why it's got all this anger. But if the point is not to eat me, then what's the point? Just wants to get into a fight and kill me?
No, you got to go.
Okay.
It's like someone breaking in your house. I'm going to kill you. I'm not going to eat you, but you have entered my home. You are uninvited. You should not be here.
Okay. I just think, they don't look like they're that angry, when you look at pictures. Pickett said no zookeeper was around when they noticed the dog and guests began to seek help. She said visitors began to gather around the enclosure and yell the gorilla's name, attempting to distract it from the scared dog. San Diego Zoo Safari Park staff were able to safely remove the shepherd from the exhibit. This happened all about 6 o'clock, I guess, last night. As soon as zoo staff saw the dog, they moved the gorillas out. Our humane officers were able to move in and safely leash the shepherd and bring him back to our campus for evaluation. Dog is a male shepherd with no microchip and will be placed on stray hold at the Humane Society. Searches for
the Human Society.
The Human Society.
What are we going to do with this dog?
It's run by people. The Humane Society said the San Diego Safari Park staff believes the dog had wandered into the park on its own and assessed the gorilla enclosure before he was notified or figured out what it was. We're so glad no one was hurt.
I feel like I'm a dog. I got all these senses of smell, right? That smell, that's just not the enclosure I'm going to. I'm going to the ones, maybe with gazelles, the penguins, something that doesn't seem like it can kill me.
I was going to say, where could the dog have gone? What animals would have not killed the dog immediately?
I think when you go to
other than like the penguins, the things that we already know to be true.
When you go to like that big safari one, that it just has like giraffes, those big horn-looking deer. Not that they could not kill the dog. It's not that. I just don't think they would care.
I think giraffes are pretty. Like, I only know this from Disney World, but they walk right over to those cars and hang out and say hi.
Sure.
It's like a giant dog.
Yeah, but are you feeding the giraffes?
No.
Oh, really?
They just come over and stick their heads in.
Okay.
Really?
And then if you stay in Animal Kingdom, there's these certain suites you can buy, like hotel rooms, and the giraffes, some mornings you'll wake up, but the giraffe will just be outside your balcony, just hey.
See, I don't know if I want that.
Wait a minute, hold on. You just look out your window and there's a giraffe looking in at you?
Yeah, you can go out on your balcony and talk to it. I'm just telling you, man. And in the idea of the giraffe walking up to your car, or because the safari's a fake safari, so it's a giant vehicle, right?
Right.
And
but it's a real giraffe.
Right, and they're like, hey, the giraffes have been out. And in your head, you're like, that's awesome. When you get up to that giraffe and realize how big it is and it sticks its head in, it's like, oh, crap.
I'm telling you, man, that's why I wasn't at that animal farm. Kids are like, let's go to the Olympic. All right, we'll go. That's cool. We'll feed it. It's good. I think it stuck its goddamn head in the window.
What was it, a bison or something? What was it?
Yeah, some kind of bison, man, but...
or was it a buffalo? Or no?
I don't know, but it was big. And look, it was nice enough.
It was big.
But its head is completely in the car, over my lap, and he's drooling on me. But this one particular bison / buffalo kept following the car. You're only going 5 miles an hour, right? For obvious reasons. Mm-hmm. But this thing it wouldn't get its head out of the window. So the kids are kind of laughing. I'm trying to act like it's funny, but again, this thing's just drooling on me and snotting on me, and it keeps just eyeing me like, give me more bread, homie, right? And I don't know its disposition, but it finally got to the point where I had to physically take my hands, and I'm very gentle, but I remember putting my hands on this thing's head, and I'm like, oh my God, just feeling the thickness of its skull. And I just went, okay, buddy. Okay. And shoving this big goddamn. Oh, yeah, I just shove his head. And again, you do it gently and slowly, but he's staring at me the whole time, and I'm just like, okay.
They got big eyeballs.
Yeah, and they're just black and weird, man. Yeah, it was the... by the way, somebody hearing this, a good question. You're talking about the gorilla? Says, all right, boys, what's Miles got in his pack to distract a gorilla? Ooh. We have thrown you into the gorilla enclosure. You have your handy pack.
Mm-hmm. Banana. I got a banana.
I think you need a lot of them.
I got a banana. I don't think he's ever had a banana.
Oh, he's had bananas.
You think so?
At the zoo, yeah. I don't know.
But look, in the wild, gorillas...
Berries, man.
They've never had a real banana.
No, just all berries all day.
It's going to be a mind-blowing experience for them.
What if he doesn't like bananas? See, that's the part. Your head's in your bed.
Even people who don't like fruit like bananas.
My wife hates bananas.
Really?
Yeah, she eats everything. She eats like a normal human being.
Yeah, there's people that hate bananas specifically.
And she hates bananas.
Well, there's things in the animal
because my wife might be a bee.
We know the cats hate bananas.
They hate the shape of bananas.
There's also another animal I read that freaks out if bananas around.
Really?
You can't have them on boats.
Why not?
Because it's bad luck.
Mm-hmm. Bananas are weird. Bananas got all kinds of strange laws to it.
Yeah, it's a banana.
I mean, look, I like bananas. I think it's arguably the best fruit out there.
We said it. If you eat a banana, you get attacked by bees.
Yes.
There is something about a banana that really can piss some people off.
Something about a banana.
I mean, I got stung by a bee on Saturday. I'm trying to remember if I had a banana.
You may have.
Did you have a banana before you left the house?
What's that?
Did you have a banana before you left the house?
I might have, yeah, because I'm thinking, like, right, like, I hadn't gone to the store, so there's probably 2 or 3 bananas sitting around. I probably would have eaten one Saturday morning.
That's it. That's honestly what happened to you, man.
Oh,
because it's not even bee weather yet. It shouldn't even be out there.
Well, Saturday was sunny for a little bit. I caught it just in time.
Not where I was.
Random.
Hello. I was gonna say, it's also weird. It's like nobody really sees you get stung. And like our one buddy, he obviously was like, "Did you get stung?" I was like, "Yeah." Let me get in the car, and I'm just like, ah. And they're like, "What's up?"
Until it doesn't.
I'm like, "Yeah, I got stung by a bee." He's like, "Are you allergic?" I'm like, I went, "I don't know. I've never been stung before." And the driver like turns around. I'm like, "I'm kidding. I'll be fine. I'm just in pain."
I love when people ask that. I was going, "We'll find out." I don't. Now I know I'm not. But the first time I got stung, I'm like, I don't know. This might end very poorly. Hello, Brittany. Welcome to the men's room.
What's up, guys?
Hola.
What's happening, Brittany?
Hi.
Mosh, you know what else you could take for the gorilla?
What's that?
Apparently they like termites and ants. So you should throw a bag of termites in your backpack.
Add it to the bag, bro.
Yeah, no, I'm not walking around.
You're not going to take a bag of termites.
I'm not walking around with termites in my bag.
If you say, bro, we're going to the gorilla enclosure, Miles, we're all relying on you and your magic backpack. Put the goddamn termites in the bag.
I will tell you this. I worked for an exterminator neighbor of mine, right?
Mm-hmm.
I did the heavy lifting. He basically did the chemicals.
Right.
So I would drill in people's homes in cinder block in their bases.
Yeah.
Termite drilling. Basically, you make the hole. Then he comes in, sticks the gun in there, sprays the stuff.
Yeah.
Right? So I'm just, and it was harder than that. I drilled into a hole one day, or I was drilling a hole one day, and termites came out of that hole by the thousands. I must have drilled right into their nest. They fly, they crawl, they get in your face, they get in your hair, they come after you.
See, if you're a gorilla,
I'm not
you'd have been
carrying
like,
out termites.
cool.
But they just pick them, I guess, and eat them like a delicacy.
Maybe you are part gorilla.
Yeah.
You look like it.
Yeah. Okay, let's go this one.
Wait a minute. Are you the gorilla that golfs?
Not very well.
Right.
Okay, so speaking of that, would you...
Hey, just real quick, somebody made a good suggestion. If you throw a fleshlight at it. We've seen what primates will do if they get something.
That's not bad. If you can figure it out. You stick that...
He'll
right
figure it out.
Right.
It looks like what it is.
That is a really, really good theory.
Add it to the backpack.
Okay. Fleshlight, beef jerky, laser pointer.
Yep.
And pizzle sticks. Okay.
If you throw a flashlight at me, I'd probably
I do the same thing.
Like, you know what? I don't feel like fighting anymore.
Sweet.
Like, to feel like getting down on this flashlight.
They're signing up a lot of vaginas for that, by the way. Did you notice that? They're going on like a rookie shopping spree as far as signing all the talent they want.
Yeah.
They really are. They're going out there. That'd be an interesting phone call to get. Okay, let's go with this one. Would you let someone release 100 cockroaches in your house for $2,000 in cash?
Absolutely not.
100 cockroaches, $2,000.
No.
How much money would you need for me to release 1,000? Like, what is your? I say, look, I'm going
just
to
100.
release them.
Just 100.
100. Okay.
Just 100.
100 cockroaches. How much money do you need for that to be okay?
Upwards of $1 million.
$1 million. Wow.
There's no guarantee that those cockroaches would be gone after human and treated.
There's a guarantee they'll stick around.
They reproduce very quickly.
Yes, they do.
Okay. Well, the reason we asked, would you release 100 cockroaches in your home for $2,000? There's a company in North Carolina, and they've got an exciting offer. If you allow them to come into your home and release 100 cockroaches, they're going to give you a check for $2,000.
Why? The
company is called the Pest Informer, and they're trying to test out a specific pest control technique to see how effective it is, and they need volunteers. 5 to 7 homeowners will be selected, and in addition to the infestation, you'll also have to consent to filming and letting them monitor your home so they can track all of the roaches.
No.
Experiment, I guess, lasts for 30 days, and the Pest Informer promises that you'll be rid of the roaches by the end. If their new technique doesn't work, then they'll use, quote, traditional cockroach treatment options at you for no cost. They didn't describe the new technique, but they say it's family and pet safe.
That means they send one person to just keep stomping on the ones they see.
Yeah, exactly. Your guess is as good as mine on the way. The categories today, the most fun states to visit and vacation, and Will Ferrell movies. You are listening to The Men's Room.
New on Curiosity Stream.
With my infrared drone, I can see what others can't.
Drone pilot Doug Thron uses his bird's eye view for the ultimate good, saving animals from desperate situations around the globe. Join the rescue effort on a new season of Doug to the Rescue. And
You captured a Confederate steamboat?
We're taking the ship to freedom.
an enslaved crew, a stolen vessel, and a Civil War dash to salvation on impossible escapes. Watch now on Curiosity Stream. Annual plans are $20, just $1.67 a month. Visit curiositystream.com.
This podcast is brought to you by the Washington State Department of Health. When we think about the COVID-19 vaccine hesitancy in the Black community, let's remember, it didn't happen by chance. It's justified in history. But the will to change the narrative is strong today, and our people are lending their voices to the conversation. We're sharing our stories and the reasons that made us choose the vaccine so we can lead the way for others to make a well-informed choice too. To hear our stories, visit hereforuswa.org.
$20 million, $19 million, $6 million. These are all awards recovered for clients of Phillips Law Firm. To win big, you have to fight big. And Phillips Law has been fighting the too big to fail insurance industry for decades. Not every case will have a multi-million-dollar outcome, but Phillips Law will fight just as hard to recover the outcome you deserve. If you or a loved one has been injured in a car accident or on the job, call or click today at 1-800-JUSTICE or visit justiceforyou.com.